How's it going, everyone? I'm going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg and his just insane apology for Meta for firing people. He laid off, slashing, killing 11,000 jobs, okay, including a bunch of people who are here on visas. That's 13% of his workforce. He says, I got this wrong. I apologize. He says he's sorry, okay? He tells workers at 6 a.m. in a 6 a.m. email. I don't know what it is about the November elections that all these people, you got Elon basically selling billions of dollars of his Tesla stock, and then you have Zuckerberg sending emails at 6 a.m. that he's going to fire 11,000 people. It's crazy. So this is one of the biggest layoffs this year after shares lost, get this, two-thirds of their value. It's insane. So in this crazy email at 6 in the morning, he apologized to Meta workers after sending this, of course, email confirming thousands of job losses amid, of course, soaring costs and very weak advertising revenue. Surprise, surprise. So the founder of Facebook, he told execs, okay, in a meeting that 11,000 jobs will be gone, recruiting and business to face major losses. Recruiting and business teams to face major losses. So employees received this crazy email at 6 in the morning, right? Company-wide email. And they were confirming about the cuts, right? With staff being able to keep their email addresses just for an extra day. Okay, you're fired, but we'll let you keep this email for one day. The CEO admitted that he got it wrong in the message that he takes full responsibility for the problems which caused him to make the cuts, which make up 13% of the workforce. It's a lot of people. In the first time in Meta's 18-year history, can we believe that Facebook, Meta, is now almost 20 years old? It's pretty wild. They have actually made a lot of history. All these job cuts, they're following Twitter, Microsoft Corp, even Amazon. I mean, they're taking a page out of Elon's cuts just by sending out a brutal email. Now, losing two-thirds of the value of the company, that's nothing to sneeze at. It's quite a lot of money. So, of course, he was too optimistic with growth during the C-19 couple of years, okay, during the pandemic. There was a big problem because everyone was stuck at home. All the financial sides of all these online companies, they're booming. Advertisers are jumping in, okay, so their finance books are looking pretty green. But all that stuff ends. People want to not be stuck in the metaverse all day long. They want to be out in the real world. So, of course, all these tech companies with their boosted, they almost got an inflated ego for a while there, right? And valuations, of course. But this has turned into a big bust for a lot of them this year, not only because the stock market is down, but obviously decades high record inflation. If you're feeling kind of bad about these workers, I think they're getting a pretty sweet deal. They're going to be paid 16 weeks of base pay plus 2 additional weeks for every year that they worked, okay? On top of their severance package and all remaining PTO covered. That's pretty nice. Also, the employees are going to get 6 months of healthcare covered for themselves and their families. Look at this graphic on the stock price for Meta. I mean, it's almost down 50% just from the beginning of the month, which is pretty crazy. And a lot of it stems from just the growth factor. They're just not adding enough users. They were supposed to hit 500,000 in the VR platform by the end of 2022. They're not anywhere near that. They're roughly less than 200,000. So it's not very much. On top of that, Meta's Reality Labs business unit oversees the VR and AR activities. They've already lost close to $10 billion just this year alone, which is a staggering amount of money. But on the plus side, if you really want to go to the metaverse, you can now have legs. Now, full body avatars. Here's a little clip of the video, some screenshots. So there you go. If you weren't into it before, now you can walk and kick and maybe jump. And of course, here's a screenshot of what it looked like before the full body avatars. You know, there was a lot of complaints with really negative reviews about how this VR world, the metaverse, looks and operates. Look at this. I mean, these people have no bottom half of the body. It's just weird. So when a billionaire unceremoniously sacks, right, 11,000 people of their livelihoods, well, he's going to feel very, very sad about it. Love or hate the man, you know, he feels pretty bad, but he's giving the employees a pretty generous severance package. And, you know, they have like 5 different office buildings in Manhattan. Like they're just crazy overspending. Anyways, we'll see what happens with Meta and Zuckerberg with his big Zuckerbucks that he has lost so many of. That's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Smash a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.